In the last video, I given homework. A few of the students they finish this table. You see how we are writing. So this one show in last video I explained this first one. Now second row you see now cos. For cos in which quadrant it is positive? First and fourth quadrant. So first quadrant positive and fourth quadrant. This fourth quadrant is positive. Okay. Next row. For 90 minus theta, the function is changing the sign, cos function changes sign. So sin theta. 90 plus theta also it is changing. So 180 is does not change. That means remaining is negatives. These are negatives. This is also first quadrant positive. In remaining quadrants are that means it is negative in second and third quadrants. First and fourth positive. Second and third negative. Right? So 90 plus theta second quadrant. So it is minus. Cos function changing by z. For 90 plus theta minus theta. Cos is changing by sin. So minus sin. 180 minus theta. So cos 180 does not change, so cos only. 180, so does not change. 270 is changing, cos changing by sin, so sin theta. This is sin theta. 360 does not change, so cos theta. This is cos theta. Next row, this is cos theta. Finished the first one. Now coming to third one, tan. Tan in which quadrant it is positive? First and third quadrant. First quadrant and third quadrant. Here also. In remaining quadrants it is negative. In remaining quadrants it is negative. For 90 plus or minus theta, 270 plus or minus theta, denominator function are changing. Tan changing as cot. So tan 90 minus theta cot theta. Tan 90 plus theta cot theta. Tan 180 minus theta does not change. So tan theta. So minus tan theta. Here this is a tan theta. Does not changing but these angles. 270 is changing. Tan changing as cot. So cot. For 360 does not change. So tan. Tan theta. Next to tan theta. Next this is also tan theta. Last column already discussed in second video. So next cosecant. In cosecant theta in which quadrant it is positive? First and second quadrant it is positive. This is the first quadrant, 90 minus, 90 plus, 180 minus and 360 plus. These are the first quadrant and first and second quadrant angles. In remaining angles it is negative. In remaining angles it is negative. Then cosecant. For 90 plus or minus theta, 270 plus or minus theta, the trigonometric functions are changing. So cosecant function changing as secant. So here secant theta. For 180 does not change. So cosecant theta, this is cosecant theta. For 270 again it is changing. Secant theta. But 360 does not change. So cosecant theta. Next row this is cosecant. Next row coming to secant. Secant in which quadrant it is positive? First and fourth quadrant. So it is first quadrant and here the fourth quadrant. That means in remaining quadrants it is negative. For 270 plus theta, plus or minus theta, 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometric function changing. How secant change as cosecant? So secant change as cosecant. Next to this 180 does not change. So secant theta. Again 270 secant change as cosecant. So minus cosecant theta. Next to here plus cosecant theta. Next to 360 does not change. So plus secant theta. This is minus secant theta. This is plus secant. Next, last one, card. Card in which quadrant it is positive? First and third quadrant is positive. This is the first quadrant and this one is the third quadrant. And here this is the first quadrant. In remaining quadrants it is negative. Card function shape of 90 plus or minus theta, 270 plus or minus theta. Card is changing as tan. So this is tan theta. Next tan theta. For 180 it does not change. So card theta. Next to card theta. 270 is changing. So it is tan theta. Next to this is tan theta. 360 does not change. 360 plus or minus theta. So card theta. Next to for negative it is minus card theta. So this complete table you have to remember. So in this table it is very, while writing in table it is not an issue, but you have to remember individual. For example, if I ask sin 270 minus theta, that is minus cos theta answer. So like this you have to answer. So you practice. How I solved? I given the note and figure. From the note and figure we solved. I written some answers in previous video, right? So like that you have to practice, right? This is the trigonometric functions for different angles. Next, domain and range of trigonometric functions. Domain and range of trigonometric functions. Already you know domain, range, codomain of the function. So again you will once you see f is mapping from a to b is a function. Here a is called domain, a is called domain. Next to b is called codomain, b is called codomain. Next to f of a values are called range. F of a values are called range. Simply input values are domain, output values are range. So we are discussing domain and range. So remember this one, sin x exists for all the real values. So it means minus infinite plus infinite. The output, the range of the sign minus 2 to minus 1 comma 1. Already we discussed these points, domain and range of the sine and plus. Next, similarly cos also, domain is minus infinite plus infinite, range is minus 1 to plus 1. Next to tan x is r minus 2n plus 1 pi by 2 n belongs to 0. How, where we got this one, you see, tan x is equals to sin x by cos x, x is not equals to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. That means x does not take in as 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. That means you subtract those values from the real values. Angle is the real number only. Already we discussed the relation between radian measure and rational number, real number. The relation between real number and the radian measure already we discussed. So that means what we concluded there, the radian measure is equals to the real number only. So our angles are also real numbers only. So r minus 2n plus 1 pi by 2 is the domain of them. Here it belongs to 0. Range is equals to we are getting minus infinite plus infinite. That means all the real numbers we are getting. Next to cot is equals to r minus n by n belongs to z. Domain range is r. Similarly, remember this. Cosec x is equals to r minus n by n belongs to z domain. Range is minus infinite to minus 1 union 1 to infinite. That means these values are less than or equal to minus 1, greater than or equal to 1. So like that also we are right. Otherwise r minus n are equal to 0. So just remember this one will be difficult to remember. So this one, remember this one. This is cot x. Cot x is r. Cosec x values are less than or equal to minus 1, greater than or equal to 1. Those are the cosec values. Next, secant values are also same. Domain is r minus of 2n plus 1 by 2 into 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. N belongs to integers here. Range is same. Less less than or equal to -1, greater than or equal to 1. That means minus infinite to -1, a semi interval, left closed, left open, right closed of minus infinite comma -1. Union closed interval of 1 comma open interval of infinite. So this is the domain and range. In first place here chances are very less to ask the domain and range, but if you remember now it is easy for next second place. In second place inverse trigonometric function is there. Inverse trigonometric function, so here domain and changing as range is changing as domain. So how we derive those domain and range from this table only. So better to remember this table. And in count table chances is there. They may raise the question from domain and range also. So for count table you have to remember this table. Okay, this is the domain and range.